Find your strengths and hone them. Hone those strengths and make them powerful and master them. But then don't leave out your weaknesses. Because if you get really strong here and you don't go anywhere here, you're going to be unbalanced. People will notice and you will get labeled and identified as things that you don't want to be labeled as and identified as. Or it's just going to be like, oh, that guy doesn't do much with his life. He only does this. But I want you to go out there and hone your strengths, get to that mastery level, but then see your weaknesses and be like, oh, I got a weakness in this and this and this and this. So I need to go out there and I need to make those weaknesses better to where maybe not there. Like you can get those to mastery if you want. Like I've gotten many things that were weaknesses to mastery. I used to not be able to articulate myself as well. I used to not be able to write as well. And now I love writing and I love articulating myself. But I'm very weak in math and mathematical things. And I'm thinking for my academics, my future academics, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to freaking go out there and I'm going to learn math. I'm going to become one of the best math people in the world while I'm still honing my reading and my writing skills so I can become the best version of myself. If you see a big weakness in your life, don't just let it sit there. You shouldn't have weaknesses. You need to be the best version of yourself to win. And to be the best version of yourself, you have to find those weaknesses, accept that you have those weaknesses, take away your ego and say, I have a weakness in this department and I'm not good enough in this department. And when you realize you're not good enough in a department and you put work into that department, you put focus into that department and you go out there with high energy and you go out there and you try to improve your life and put focus in different things, you will win because nobody else is putting focuses on their weaknesses. They are just trying to hone their strengths every day. You get to a certain point where a strength level gets to here and it's not moving that fast anymore. And then the progress isn't seen by you. You don't feel fulfilled. But if you have multiple pathways, like let's say my fingers are pathways, and let's say you just do all the way this one to up, but it's like it starts going slower, it's not going as much up. If you start getting these up too, you're gonna become a great man. You're gonna become incredible. The way I got to the self-improvement place that I'm at, that I'm gonna tell you guys more of a story of how my life is going and everything in videos soon. But the way I got to the happiness and fulfillment level that I'm at and the drive that I have to improve every day and the life that I have and the people that I'm around and the things that are happening in my life is I leveled up in every area I could. I found my weaknesses and I got better at them. And I'm still doing that. I still have a lot of weaknesses. I still have lots of weaknesses in life. And I'm honing my strengths to new levels that I didn't know existed. I'm breaking limits. You have to have this mindset. You have to have this energy to win in life. If you don't have this energy, this crackhead energy, and people are like, oh my gosh, you're insane. You need to be seen as insane. You need to be misunderstood. You need to sacrifice everything to win. That is how you win in life. The way I have gotten my greatest improvements is I've had to sacrifice stuff that maybe feels fun, sacrifice stuff that maybe makes me happy in the moment. But in overall life, you have to sacrifice things to see absolute growth. If you want to be an athlete, you have to sacrifice your time. You have to go out there and you have to sacrifice good foods that taste so, like not good foods, bad foods, but they taste so well and they taste in that moment. You have to sacrifice that because you have to work on your diet. You have to sacrifice these late night club parties because you have to be well rested for what you're doing. If you want to be an athlete, if you want to be a great speaker, you have to overcome the anxiety of going on camera, of going into a speech, of going on microphone, of talking to people. You have to overcome the anxiety. Eventually, the nervousness goes away, and the nervousness is just excitement. Like right now, I'm a little nervous in front of the video, but I realize that nervousness is just excitement. It's just passion deep inside of me, drive. I have so much drive making these videos, and I hope you guys see that. And if you're watching this video and you have to rewind because I'm talking so fast, my brain just works at those levels. You have to get to that point. You have to find high energy levels and passion and drive within you. And this video has no direction, but it's just kind of motivational, getting you out there while giving you value and just go out there, do something. You have to do something with your life. You have to do something to find your weaknesses. If you're like, well, I don't really know what my weaknesses are, then you haven't done stuff. And when you do stuff, you realize your weaknesses. When you go up to speak to someone, you realize, oh, I can't speak that well. I can't articulate myself that well. I'm really nervous in a social setting. When you go up maybe to a gym, or you want to be an athlete. You realize, I'm not that athletic. I don't really know what I'm doing out here. When you go up to, you go and try to figure out your diet. You're like, I don't have a lot of discipline in my mind to be able to stick to something. Or I have this problem. I have this problem. I need to work on it. And every problem that you have is fixable. I don't care. And unless you have lost a leg and there's something that's actually irreversible, then it's not irreversible. Some of the things that you have are deep inside of your mind. You're not depressed. You probably felt depressed once and then identified yourself as depressed. You're not sad. You probably identified yourself as sad, and now you have a sad life. You're not having horrible things happen to you in life. You're doing bad things that cause horrible things to happen in your life, and more horrible things are happening. Uh, you're not a sad person. You probably just have bad negative thoughts. You are you're not lazy. You probably just were told you're lazy or told yourself you're lazy, and now you portray yourself as lazy. You're not weak. You probably just haven't gone into a gym. You haven't tried anything. You haven't tried anything that's going to make you stronger. You haven't done research and realized that you can get stronger. Research, getting smarter with things, is how you realize that you can do things in life. When you realize you can do things in life, you got to go do it. You got to take action. You can't just sit there and research all day, but research is the way that you get your mind to know that you can do these things, know that you can improve in these things. And when you have that knowledge, you need to go out there and do it. You need to go out there and take that action with speed and preciseness. You need to go out there and live, man. You need to read a different book. Try to learn about, like, find obsession, like obsess over something, and not like a person, not like a group, not relationships. Oh, and this is for men, like obsess over something. Find a purpose and just go and do it. Like that's what girls like. Like, I'm talking to girls, and they love that I have stuff that I do. I have stuff in my life that I'm like passionate about outside of them. You have to find something. You have to find a purpose. You have to find something that you do in your life, and you have to, like, go after it and just obsess over it. You need to be that weird person that people are like, "Oh my gosh, is he okay?" You're okay. You're actually great because you're obsessing over something. You have a purpose. You have something in your life that you're striving towards. Lots of people are just letting life flow them wherever they want to go, and that is not a smart move. You need to find a direction and pave your way through that direction, ignoring the winds trying to take you to places that you don't want to go. That is the video, guys. I hope you found some kind of motivation, some kind of value, some kind of entertainment, whatever it is. Maybe you're about to comment, "This kid's a crackhead and he's sleep deprived." I am. What are you going to do about it? I'm about to go to sleep, finally get some good sleep. And I hope you guys have an incredible night, an incredible day, an incredible morning, whatever time that you are watching this video. I love you all. I already said that. Go have some positive thoughts about life. Force them into your mind. Bye, guys.